guys, and today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable 2. Well, it's actually the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Just I played some of it when I was on my stream. Check it out on check it out on Twitch. It's in my YouTube bio. But today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable. I love this game. Actually, pretty cool. But without further ado, let's get into it. This game was kind of creepy anyways, because sometimes there's like these scary things where that narrator dude kept saying the end was never the end was never the end over and over again. It kind of scared me. But yeah. Let's get into it.
This is the story of...
Let's skip it. I don't have time for intros. Okay, so currently we're in an office like we started last time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is that a bucket? I think so.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
I played it on my stream, and then I had to like claim the bucket since he was showing me the one way. Should I go in there? Nah, let's not go in there. Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh, I don't want to go to the left. I want to go to the right. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go here. Let's go over here.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
What the heck? You know what? I'm just, at this point, let's just, do the thing like how the game tells us to do.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, let's walk up. Oh, it looks weird in here. It looks like something's gonna jump up and scare me. What the heck? Okay, let's just go in. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
Can you play this?
to discover not an indication of any human life.
Aw, you can't play the piano.
This revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the
You yap much.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
He talks way too much.
Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket
I
that he
should have
didn't
just
notice
kept
the
the bucket
keypad behind the boss's desk.
on the floor.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
Okay, 2845. Let's get that in. Okay. 2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
It's not luck, you just told me.
All along, was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Let's go in there. Hold on, let me just... Oh my gosh, that's hard. That looked weird. It's honestly scary. If there was a flashlight in the game, this would be more helpful. There we go. Thank you for the light. Now let's get out of here.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, right. What the frick? Okay, let's see.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Scare me one more time and I will go through this screen. Okay. Shall we take the escape route? or the normal route? If I take the escape route, it's gonna lead somewhere, but well, I wanna see what this one does. Let's go see what that button. This is so weird.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Oh, what the heck? I'm gonna go over there. What happens if you fall? Cause this looks very scary. Like, imagine real life and then we just walked in there and it's like you fell or something. Yeah, it's terrifying. This looks like a backwards or something, but in your dreams. Except it's more worth. Well, it's all just work stuff.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
This reminds me of Squid Game for all the players.
Was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Yeah, this looks like the Squid Game thing. Except it's like, and it gives like, Squid Game and FNAF. Let's see.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
A bucket's not a person.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
You know what? This bucket's named Jim. I'm gonna name the bucket. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but his name is Jim. Okay, let's get on here.
No!
Okay, I'm trusting you.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Oh my gosh, where's the light? Okay, there you go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
What does this button do?
Eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
This game is giving
For
me...
he and the bucket would dismantle the
Let me
controls
talk.
for good.
Let me...
Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket...
What the heck happened? I turned the power off.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
What's the chicken nugget?
With one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
I want to be free.
Silence filled the room.
Let me out.
In
Let me out.
uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face.
How?
This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No, that's scary. That's scary. That's scary. No.
Needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
Nah, bro. Nah. This is creepy. Nah,
Stanley can't
bro.
leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
Bro is controlling
Stanley
everything
he would
with
never
his
again
words.
leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket
How
with
is it
me,
not bad?
I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, He was about to find out.
This game is scary. That dude, that narrator yaps too much though. He yaps way too much. It's much scarier than that one scene where he kept on repeating never to end. But it just gave like a FNAF and like a Squid Game type vibe. So when I walked in. Okay, let's try it again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I
Stanley
want to get
decided
an
to go to
ending.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not taking a bucket. Let's see. We'll do this in the next video. The new continent room. New continent.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered
I want
the
to
door
go
on
on
his
this
left.
door.
This was
I want to
not
go on
the
this
correct
door.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
How?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, I admired
Yes,
it.
truly
Yep,
a room
it's beautiful.
worth
Now let me get out.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, no, I'll go over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
It doesn't care. It just oh my god, what the heck? Okay,
Look,
it just
Stanley,
doesn't
I think
care.
perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
It just
I'm
wants
not your
it just
enemy,
wants you to do the
really.
right thing,
I
but it's
realize
telling
that
you to
investing
do
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but
like it's just telling you to like do the correct thing, but it's just narrating it. But he's just like narrating it.
fact is that the story has been about
That's just-
nothing but what? Really? I was
Yep,
in the
I'm going
middle
in
of
here.
something. Do you have
Let me
zero
in here. I don't-
consideration for others?
I
Are you
do.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen
Okay.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I walked through the blue door.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue. I want to go through the blue door. It's more
I
good.
still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No,
All
I want to walk
right,
through
fine,
blue
go ahead,
door.
Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road?
You should be in a
chosen?
jerk.
Well, don't let me stop you.
He's being a jerk.
You see?
Whoa.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Yeah,
Broken
right.
rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end,
You
it was
did.
all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I don't trust you. If I go, I did this ending a lot. I wonder what happens if you choose these both doors. But let's just go in the orange room real quick. Let's just go.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback
It's
here.
weird. I would give it a 1, but I would give it a 5. I like the experience.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't
He
even
sounds
try.
evil.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What the? This is the leaderboard. What the heck? I haven't seen this. What the heck? I think it's gonna do that scene where it goes all the way down. That's me. You're objectively ranked 930 out of 328 players worldwide. Why not ask some friends for help? Error. Friends list empty. Wow. Mean. Meanest leaderboard. I'm gonna walk away from it. Yeah, I'm going back in the room.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Let me get the 5.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Oh, baby.
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Well, I don't know what to do. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? No! No! No!
Bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or
I don't
purely
hate
to
babies.
spite me?
That's a
Because if it's
cardboard.
the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely
If that was a
out of
real
ideas.
baby, I'll save
I
it.
can't
If
think
it
of
was
a
fake,
single thing
I
that
wouldn't
might
save it.
improve
Look,
the
it's a
experience
freaking
for
cardboard.
you.
It's a
I'm not even
cardboard.
going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh,
Dang.
hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? But it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there. Oh, no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing. Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun. Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls! Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what... Hold on. What are you doing?